Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? I come to you from with my headset on my computer. My desk mic no longer works, so until I can get a new desk mic, I'll be using the headset. Anyway, it's cold out tonight. I'm tired. I'm working all weekend. I'm just trying to rest up. I want to do something creative. I'm a content creator. I'm always making videos. I like to be on the open mic scene. But sometimes, when you're going to drain yourself, you're trying to save your energy, you try to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's having a good weekend today. I hope all's doing well. Welcome to the episode of the Carpy Variety Show. I toy around with changing the name. Sometimes I'm not kidding you. Sometimes I think, does this name sound good? Does this sound cool? Should I change it back to the Carpy Variety Show? Should I change it to Carpy Diem? Should I just call it the Carpy Show? Nothing is written in stone, folks. We are all works in progress. We're all evolving. We are all changing. And sometimes I have to take a look, an empathetic view of people who cannot hold down a job. Not everybody is able to hold down a job. And, I have to quite often have to question myself why people cannot function in a job, unless there any kind of situation where you are forced to deal with the public on a regular basis, unless like you're working in a booth or all the way in the back at a bench where you stare at the walls all day. If you're not doing that, usually you're going to have some kind of contact with customers, clients, the public, and not everybody can handle it because the public will try it. They'll push your buttons. They're not the ones who have to restrain themselves. You do. And not everybody has that ability. And, quite often it being put in these vulnerable situations contributes to the mental illness, especially when you're faced, because there are a lot of people out there in the public. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of these people, they have a sense of entitlement. They walk around expecting more than really they should realistic, and we're expected to just let them have the upper hand and not say anything, and no matter what they do, just keep a smile and keep nodding and going along with it, but not, putting them in their place. Don't put them in the place. You cannot call them on the behavior. Not everybody has the ability to do this. Not everybody can function in a job. I understand that. Honestly, that's why you have a lot of folks living out in the street, but also a lot of it's substance abuse too, and a lot of them have an audacity too. A lot of them, there's two types of people in this world, okay, and not everybody, but two types of people I have a problem with: bullies and predators, and both of them try to intimidate you. Both of them want to leech off of you, to take what you have, to force themselves upon, to force you to succumb to the will. And I think it's evil and it's wrong. And I cannot fathom why other people would. I don't care how goddamn desperate you are. I've been pretty desperate myself, and I don't ask any. I'm the type of guy, when I walk into CVS, if the clerk has a mean look in their face, I'm afraid to approach them. I'm afraid to walk up to anybody. I'm afraid to ask what I want in this world, including the most basic needs. So don't tell me that I'm entitled, okay? I wouldn't do it. I know myself. I would find a way to get bugs and weeds and a piece of bread without approaching people. That's my personality. So I don't have empathy for other types of pathologies. My father used to tell me to hold my head up high, when I walk, because I used to walk slouched over or looking at the ground. And what all that's caused me, holding my head up, my chin up high when I walk, it's caused me to trip over things that I don't see, like uneven pavement or objects on the floor, and like extension cords and things like that. And keep my head up makes me approachable, makes me visible, causes me to by accident be put in eye contact with people, and it causes me to be approached by hustlers and beggars and solicitors. So now I'm back to looking at the ground with my visor pulled over my eyes because I'm not missing anything up there. You know, screw it, I'll get the book later. My father, I used to blame my father for me not having friends when I was like in my early 20s. Well, you know, it's been 34 years, okay, and about 11 plus years since my father's passing, and I cannot blame it on him anymore. I can't. I'm antisocial. I'm an antisocial son of a bitch, okay? I don't like getting phone calls. I don't like getting visits. I don't like riding or traveling in a car or staying with others in their place of domicile. I come from, I don't want to get into that. Sorry. Sorry for the disorganization. You know, what I missed about doing an audio podcast, you didn't have to see me when I was fumbling through my paperwork. But I'll get it right. I'll get used to it. All right, bullies and predators. We covered that. Any other material? I know I'll look back and I'll say, you know what? I got one more subject. And after that, I don't know. Maybe we'll quit while we're ahead. You know, maybe I'll do some comedy and say, you know, folks, I got a comedy channel also. It's called Comedy for My Living Room and Car. It's on YouTube. Check it out. All right. I really enjoy doing it. Yeah, what the hell? Let's talk about Forrest Gump. You remember the scene in Forrest Gump in the hotel room when him and Lieutenant Dan, they had these whatever the party girls they brought back from a party on New Year's Eve, and one of them called Gump dumb, and that was it. Lieutenant Dan wasn't having it. He took the girl and just threw her off his wheelchair, something like that. And she called him a cripple, and the lieutenant's like, can't. Lieutenant Dan's like, get the fuck out of here. You know why? Because he couldn't stand hearing his friend being insulted. Like their friendship came first. That's my point, guys. Don't let a piece of flesh get in the way of your friendship. Friendship is from the heart. Friendship is mano mano, you know, or sister sister, you know, hermano hermanas, friends for life, you know, because lust, you know, fleshly desire. I mean, yes, we need it. I understand that. I'm attracted to women. I like them, but you know, sometimes it's greed. Lust is also greed, and it blinds a person. And if they put that lust, that desire, that fleshly desire in front of everything else, and it's a fallacy. It's a facade. It's meant to fool you. You know, take a breath, close your eyes, because when you can't see, you could think and you could feel with your heart. Anyway, listen, I don't know how the sound came out of this, but thanks for watching to another episode for what is now the carp variety, your garden variety carpy show. We'll be back with more episodes.